I think I'm just a bit fed up of the important topics. Not any one in particular, but you know, those ones that you're spending hours and hours watching long videos or scrolling and just having it fed to you on the various social media apps, telling you that the world is so divided. And it is, to an extent, to a degree. But I'm just tired of it all. I'm just so tired of it all. It's never going to end. People are going to continue to argue. And the content where people are the most argumentative is the most captivating. It's the stuff that I end up watching. I end up seeking it out. I'll watch 4-hour-long videos on YouTube of people arguing the important topics. And I'm being vague here on purpose because the important topics, they are people's experience. They are people's lives. They are people's finance. They are people's, well-being. The important topics, we're all encouraged, of course, to have opinions on and to think about. I just wonder, I suppose, how much are we expected to think about them? Because below every sort of realization of, I've done it. I've done the research on this and I now have my opinion. There's then the people that debate that opinion, that already came to that conclusion and they're debating it online and now they're debating it against somebody else. And you need to understand every angle of attack that opinion could be possibly scrutinized from. That's the scientific process at work. Isn't that exhausting? To have your thoughts and feelings be constantly under scrutiny. And the funny thing is, it's not a scrutiny that anyone's actually asking for. No one's asking for my opinion. They shouldn't. I'm a Pokemon internet person trying to be an actor. No one should care. In my personal life, of course, I'll talk with friends and family about the important topics and maybe we will get deep into it. But realistically, when those people communicate with me, they want to ask me in a very human way, so what do you think about this? And what do you feel about this? They don't need me to launch into debate mode. They don't need me to launch into I've been preparing for how I would debate this topic on stage by watching 18 hours of this topic get dissected. And yet, I find myself gravitating to this content because it's compelling, because it fills time, because it's long, I guess. Watching hours and hours and hours of people arguing over and over and over again and going around in circles. Generally I side with this, but that I disagree with when they say this, and coming to my own opinions. And that's great. That's probably healthy to a degree. But at what point do we allow ourselves to switch off? At what point do we just go outside and touch some grass? Quite literally. At what point do we go down into our local towns and go to our local card shop and just see friends, play some games online, and not engage with the important topics? Because it is people's lives and finances and homes. Are we not obligated, if we're in a privileged position, living an okay life, to constantly be on it and to constantly be thinking about these things? Because that's what I can hear the Jiminy Cricket in my head, arguing. It's Jiminy Cricket, but he's way more of an asshole. He's it's conscience, but not really conscience. It's something else. It's the scrutiny. Who are we worried about? Who are we worried about having the wrong opinion for, Is it Twitter? I've already decided that Twitter is the worst platform in the world to discuss any important topic. It literally doesn't give you the characters to do so. So yeah, I think I've been feeling something I've been feeling lately is just a little bit of frustration and a little bit of stress about with every new topic that comes up, every new important topic that comes out, which is every single day. Whatever topic it is that you've got in mind while I'm talking about this, maybe it's one or maybe it's several, there's never a day where it's not true or there's not something new or not something, someone that's come up in the news. this really isn't about anything in particular. This is just something I've been ruminating on for a while, and it's come to the forefront. And the problem is, I not only seek out the content, but then when people ask me what my opinions are, I become the content. Even in private space, I end up just kind of like, hey, let's do the debate. I think one of the areas this came to a head for me was I was talking with Phoebe about something that she was, just not feeling like up for talking about. And it kind of came up in discussion, one of these important topics. And I went into debate mode. I went into we weren't having a debate. And it's just like one of those things where it's like I'm failing to communicate because the way I'm communicating is like trying to imitate the people online that I watch. I'm very tired, by the way. Literally, not because of this, because I haven't slept. Side note, but I'm having a good tea and I've got a cute mug. And these are the little joys in life that I should really be focusing on, I think, a little bit more. I don't know if it's a neurodivergent thing. I don't know if it's a this day and age thing. But if this is an experience you have, please share with me in the comments. Make me feel like less of a lunatic, because I truly feel like my mind just doesn't stop, doesn't shut up. And every time I form an opinion, I have to think about all the ways in which that opinion might be scrutinized, even though, absolutely, most of the time, no one's asking. And you know what? If you do ask, I don't know if it's any of your business. Let me know if anyone out there is having the same experience. Generally speaking, by the way, things are going well. I've been dieting for the last month now, which is great. I've lost a bunch of weight and I'm very happy in how I look and how everything's going. Also, acting's going well. I was hoping to have a call with an agent today. Unfortunately, it had to be pushed back. So we'll see. But I'm working on, stuff and getting the ball up and rolling there. And I'll have more to share with you soon, I'm sure. Take care, everyone.